Now, the solution for marketing, solutions are three. Number one is East African integration. To persuade our neighbors in Tanzania, in Rwanda, in Burundi, in Kenya, in South Sudan, in Congo, that we must really integrate this market. So this year, I don't have to worry. I know that there is a market of East Africa of 200 million people. But now I produce, when production goes up, the market is not enough. Why? Because the border is closed here, the border is closed there. This is not good. We shall end up building a Latin America in Africa if we go like this. This is why Latin America stagnated up to today, while neighboring the United States became a superpower. Second, of course, the internal consumption will also increase because people are now, because I am a milk producer, I produce milk. Now there is surplus milk now. We are producing 2.6 billion liters. The internal consumption is only 800 million. But why? Because people are not drinking the milk they need to drink for health reasons. Health says you should drink 210 liters of milk per year. Ugandans are only drinking 60 liters. If they were drinking 210 per person per year, the milk we are producing now will not be enough. We would have to go to about 10 billion liters to feed just the internal market. So the internal market will also grow if people get money in their pocket. The purchasing power will increase consumption inside the country. The textiles, how many meters is each person using in a year? Many of the homes don't have bed sheets. Suppose all the people were buying bed sheets, 2 pairs per person. How much would that be? How much textiles would that be? And how many textile factories would we need to clothe them? So the internal demand will also grow once people get money in their pocket. Purchasing power will mean increased consumption. But of course, we are also working with the external groups, foreign trade, with the United States, with the European Union, with China, with the Arabs. This coming term, we are going to concentrate on socio-economic transformation. Because really that's why there is a gap. The roads are there, the electricity is there, the schools are there, the health centers are there, but these, do you know people called Bagwere? Do you have a Mugwere here? Do you have a Mugwere, a specimen? Oh, you don't have any Mugwere. Please, if there is one, come. Bagwere running from the army, what happened to them? Or they are there or they are hiding. There is no Mugwere. I like the Bagwere language because they talk of abakorera ekida kyonka. So this culture of okorera ekida kyonka, working only for the stomach, teach, may each, keken in law, must be eliminated in Uganda because this is the source of poverty. According to the census of 1969, 96% of the population were working for the stomach only, what they call subsistence farming. Only 4% were working for the stomach and for money. Only 4%. Now, in the census of 2014, 32% of the people were working for the stomach and for the pocket. It had improved But still, you still had 68% of the people working for only the stomach. So that's where the poverty is. The poverty is those who don't earn money, but they need money. And yet they have the assets which can enable them to earn money. They have land, they have cattle, they have this, but they don't know how to use them to make money. It's a cultural problem. They need to change from pre-capitalism to a capitalist system of a monetary system, a system based on money, rather than a system based on only working for subsistence. This is one of the biggest efforts we shall work on. And we have got very good examples. The youth are very enthusiastic. When I meet youth groups, I send them to my model farms. They come back very excited. And they wonder, but why didn't our elders do this? I said, I don't know. You go and ask them. Because I've been showing them this. It's not new. So this is the biggest effort during this. But if all these people start working for the stomach and the pocket, then that brings the next question. The production will be so much that you have the question of where to sell what you produce. This exchange will be an exchange of transformation. And I thank the UPDF. You have done when you don't have all the things you need, but you are able to defend the country. That's what I was telling members of the judiciary the other day, that even if you don't have everything, because a poor man must also defend his home. Are you going to say that a poor man should not defend his home? A poor man must defend his home. So if you don't have enough money, but you must defend your home, you use what you have to defend your home. And Uganda is a good example of how you can defend a country even when you don't have all the money you need. So I congratulate the UPDF and the NRA, the predecessors, for the fantastic job you have done. Uganda is an example of recovery and transformation. Thank you very much. In fact, at that time, Obote and Mwalimu Nyerere and Mzee Kaunda had formed a group called Mulungushi Club. So he had some ideas about African integration.